All right, continuing on, we're going to finish up continental by labeling our picture. So flip your paper over. And continental is going to be two continental plates that come together through collision, creating mountains. So why are there no volcanoes? Again, there are no volcanoes because there is no magma source. All right, so make sure you have mountains written on your paper. We're going to finish up with our last boundary, which is transform. So this one's a little different in writing. We are going to, for the first part, we are going to write this one. And for the second part, that's going to be the first box. So where plates slide past each other in opposite directions, then we will draw our pictures. So we draw one arrow in one direction, one arrow in the other direction. I tell students to remember they're kind of like a subway. One train goes one way, one goes the other, but they never run into each other. The second box is what do they create? They create earthquakes, and they do not destroy or build crests. So you are going to write all of this in the second middle box. So box 1 is where plates slide past each other in opposite directions with a picture. Box 2, what they create, earthquakes, and do not destroy or does not destroy, build Earth's crust. Best way to remember this is by looking at a picture. So flip your paper over. You can see they slide past each other, moving in opposite directions, and they create earthquakes. Transform boundaries have one job: create earthquakes. Anytime they move, even the slightest motion, it does create an earthquake. The bigger the movement, the bigger the quake. The example will be the San Andreas Fault in California. So we have one example right here to write in our example box. As you can see, the left side moves north because it's the Pacific Plate. The right side moves south because it's the North American Plate. Here we go, North American and Pacific. So it kind of puts it in perspective. And then along this fault area, we have the famous city of San Francisco, which sits right next to the fault, as close as you can get. Major metropolitan city, and it's had several famous quakes, including the Loma Prieta earthquake in 1989, which was the first time anybody had ever seen an earthquake televised. It happened during the World Series game with the San Francisco Giants. So to sum it all up, convection currents move in the mantle, which we know specifically to be in the asthenosphere. They cause those lithospheric plates to move. We know the lithosphere is made up of the upper mantle and the lower crust. So basically, as those plates move, they interact. Anytime we have an interaction, we end up producing a geological event or feature, such as the earthquake, such as the volcano, such as the island arc, such as the subduction, etc. In a nutshell, anytime there's motion, there's an activity afterwards.